last year you guys came out of the bye with an identity. Do you kind of feel like you can do a similar thing this year coming out of the bye?
Yeah, I think, every week is new. We're sitting better than we were at last year, so that's good. But, yeah, to your point, I think so. There's always room to get better. That's what we're kind of preaching right now as a team. That's what we kind of understand right now. We got our guys back, so it's good to have them back and get them going.
Najee, you talked about leading into the Ravens game the importance of being, setting a physical tone and being more physical. Do you feel like you guys, as a group, responded in the way that you were looking for?
Yeah, I think we did. Like I said, we'll always get better.
You talk about getting your guys back, having Diontae back on the field, Pat also hopefully back on the field. Just what does that do for the offense as a whole to get things going?
Well, hopefully it does more for the open up a lot of stuff. Now you got Diontae out there. They won't bracket GP so much. Now you got Diontae out there and Pat, so it can open up a lot of more plays for GP and open up more plays for Diontae and Pat, get them going. Right now we need playmaking as an offense. We don't have that much right now, so get our playmakers back is good.
Can that trickle down and help the running game as well?
Of course, brother. Of course.
Is that something that can especially help with the first drive of the game, first quarter of the game, when it seems like maybe there isn't always a spark in the first opening drive that you guys set up?
What about it?
Having Diontae and Pat, is that something that can help move the ball earlier in games?
Yeah, like I said, we need more playmaking as an offense. Having them two guys back, they're our playmakers. So, everybody right now need to make more plays. So, having them guys back, hopefully more plays can open up and we can have a better start. That's one of our goals.
Najee, has it been a little refreshing or energizing getting those guys back, getting the bye week last week? I feel like
bye week, yeah, it's refreshing to get a bye week, yes.
You do like a reboot here or a do-over in terms of getting the offense cranked up?
A do-over? I wouldn't say a do-over. I wouldn't want a do-over. I think that even our mistakes that we had is all good and it's all learning. I think that when we say, a refresh, I don't say as a refresh as in like we want to start the season back over. It's refresh as in like, we learned our mistakes, we got it. Every game's not going to be perfect, but we need to build off of that and start the second half of the season. So I wouldn't take back anything.
How did you end up spending the bye week other than self-scout and things like that?
Well, I stayed here extra day with Mason, Cole, and looked at some film to see what tendencies we need to change, what's some stuff that we need to change as an offense and take that to the coaches. So I spent one day doing that, then I just left and went to Atlanta.
Is that something that you guys did last year, taking an extra day to go over film with Mason?
I think so. I think I did something like that. I don't remember, but I don't know if it was with Mason. Maybe it was. I don't remember, but it was. I don't know. Shoot. But yeah, it was something I think we did last year. I don't know if it was with Mason, but this year I wanted to bring a lineman in so I could talk to him about what I'm seeing, what is it you guys seeing, and what is it exactly we all could work on to help out the team, the offense, and our identity.
Did you see any of that as far as being installed for this week?
Yes. Yeah. Of course. Yeah. I don't want to get into it, but yes, of course. That's happening now. Yeah.
Last year, you guys had the same offensive line start all 17 games. This year, you guys have had guys coming in place. How have you seen the offensive line keep momentum moving forward, even with that kind of an adversity?
What happened last year? You said we did what?
All five of your starting offensive linemen started every single game.
Oh, okay.
That doesn't happen this year. You guys have had Nate come in, Broderick come in.
Oh, and Isaac and all them boys. You talking about?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Just like guys have come in from injuries.
Oh.
How have you seen them respond to that kind of adversity as a group?
Next man up. You know what I mean? Like, it's the sport. I think that they're all responding really good. They had a good practice today. We all had a good practice today. Just building off of again tomorrow is gonna. That's just the way that it is. Right now we're building them bricks, stacking bricks, and hopefully it all can gel together just like how it did last year. We're just waiting for it to break through.
You said you looked at plays. Do you have the freedom to go to Matt and say, hey, why don't we try this? And is he receptive to ideas that you have?
Yeah, he's really receptive. It's going to be in this game plan. Like I said, to answer your question, the stuff that we talked about, me and Mason, is happening now. It's a lot more better looks into stuff. Like I said, I don't want to get into it, but yeah.
Two more?
Is Aaron Donald still the guy in terms of
yes.
defensive tackles? And do you do anything different or just to be aware of where he is when you're going against a guy like that?
Yes. Answer your question. I don't want to say it, what we're going to do, but yes. Is he the guy? So, of course. Aaron Donald is a generational talent. 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, right? I mean, like, that don't come off of luck. You know what I mean? So, is he that guy? Yes. You know what I mean? Of course. I'm a big fan of him. I'm excited to play against him.
Do you have any kind of relationship with him? I know he's around here a lot.
Yeah, he's around here a lot. I talked to him a couple times. He's a cool dude. You know what I mean? He's really cool. He's like a big brother always, because he's been here a lot. I saw him. I forgot where I was at. I saw him in Pittsburgh, and we were just chopping up for a little bit. And he just gave me advice. So it's exciting to play against somebody that talented and generational talent and had all his accolades. And as somebody, after the game, I would like to learn stuff from him. What exactly that he's seen as a defensive player when you're going up against certain guys. So it's all just I want to be a sponge to that. So I'm excited to play against him. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Najee.
Diontae, still a hell yeah that you're going to be able to go?
Yeah. I'm getting ready for practice today right now as we speak, so I'm looking forward to getting out there, getting back in the offense, getting things going. Like I said, it's been a long process, but I took it one day at a time, and I'm looking forward to today.
I know you had said that you weren't sure if you were going to stay here and work during the bye, go home. What did you end up doing?
I went home for a little bit. I just did the rest of my little stuff I needed to do. Like I said, I'm ready for today. I'm ready to put it on film.
How was Monday, and how excited were you?
I wasn't here Monday. I had some stuff going on, but I'm very excited. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's been a long process. You know what I'm saying? Fighting to get back, and I'm looking forward to show them that I'm ready for Sunday.
The things that you have on your leg, do they loosen up the hamstrings? What do they kind of do?
It's called a compact machine, so I'm activating all 3 muscle fibers right now before I go out there and practice. Right now before I stretch and stuff like that. So you know what I'm saying? Any stuff down the line is on prevention. So.
Is that something you've always done, or is it new to try to limit injuries right now?
It's something I've always done. I just never really brought it around the facility. I just kind of do my own stuff. But like I said, I'm trying to more on top of things now, because I don't want to have this little situation again. But whatever it is, I'm just doing everything I can to just be ready.
Diontae, how do you think you coming back impacts George, and how would you describe your guys' relationship?
Impacts him a lot. He takes a lot off his plate. You know what I'm saying? He allows us to get back to doing what we do best, which is playing football and making plays. And George's gonna be George out there. Me and him on the field at the same time. We feed off each other. Like I said, when he make a play, I make a play. So I love that, and I love when he make a play. That gets me hyped. Same as vice versa. So, and that's same with all the other guys. We love being on the field at the same time, because we work together each and every day. We see each other every day. Why not? Cheer each other on and go out there and put our best on the field.
Since you are a hell yeah to Sunday, what do you feel like is going to be the biggest challenge against the Rams?
Against the Rams, really you just got to start fast. Like I said, that's been our main focus, is starting fast. We don't come out and start fast. We're going to play behind the sticks and stuff like that. It's going to be a tough, long game. But as long as we come out there and start fast and be out front of everything, we'll be fine. Just can't overthink and try to do stuff that we're not used to doing. That's all it is.
How do you help the offense start fast? What do you kind of add that maybe has been missing the last 5 weeks?
That spark, from a route running standpoint. Me being able to get open easily, just giving that comfort for Kenny out there, knowing that he can rely on his guys and knowing who's going to be open each down and distance or whatnot. But like I said, it gives the offense a spark. We can play fast, knowing Kenny, he's comfortable, got his guys back. He don't got to worry about who he's unsure about or whatever like that. So just him, like I say, us playing as one and moving faster is the main thing.
2 more. How often is Kenny in the receivers' meeting rooms, and what's he like when you guys are all talking together, going over plans?
They pop in and out. Kenny, the quarterback specifically in general, but we mostly catch up during team office and unit or whatnot. But we don't really meet like that. Except for Fridays, we meet as a unit, the QBs and the receivers. That's pretty much it. But he'll probably give us his few pointers on what he thinks we should do on certain players or where we should expect the ball at certain times, whatnot, little stuff like that.
something that you've noticed or a difference you've noticed in Kenny watching on the sideline through the first 5 games that maybe wasn't there a year ago, or something he's doing differently?
I would say from his leadership, you know what I'm saying? He's more vocal. Last year he was trying to get his feet wet, you know what I'm saying? Get stuff under his belt. Now he's comfortable. He's been out there. He's seen things. So now he's been more of a leader, and you want that from your quarterback, and that makes you want to play harder for him. And you know what I'm saying? Once you got a quarterback like that, anything can happen out there. So that's what it is.
Broderick, after you were able to kind of digest the tape from your start against the Ravens, what kind of feedback were you able to get, and what's your overall assessment?
I feel like I had a solid game, as always. Always something you can continue to work on and be better at. Just the way the game is. But overall, I feel like I played well.
Broderick, what have they told you about your status? Are you still the starting left tackle?
We still don't know yet to this point. It's the same way as always. Prepare for the worst, always playing. Just be ready whenever your name is called. So.
What's your learning style like? Do you feel like you're somebody that learns better by being on the field and getting those reps, or are you a better classroom learner? What kind of works best?
I think it's both. Just being able to sit in meetings and listen and, figure out what it is, like what we're trying to get done on the offense, and then being able to go out there like in practice, getting the physical reps at it, and, just the repetition of it, things like that. So,
how beneficial was this bye week for not just yourself but also the offense and kind of working on tinkering what you need to tinker?
I don't even think it was more so that, I think it was just getting, a healthy squad back. We got a lot of people back this week, which is great for us. So I feel like that was the main focus for, within the whole offense and the defense, because, we had a lot of injuries on both sides of the ball. So just being able to get those guys back is a big plus.
Broderick, what did that first start do for your confidence?
Anything it would, as far as I can think of, really nothing for real. Because I treat every week the same. I go in every week, because you never know, like I said, you're always one play away. So, you just got to treat every week the same.
How did you spend your bye week? Did you stay here, go home? What did you kind of do?
I stayed here a little bit. I went home, saw my grandparents, came back, so wasn't too much going on.
Broderick, what's the biggest coaching report that you're hearing right now when you guys are going over film and saying, hey, you're doing this great, but maybe you can work on this a little bit?
That's a hard question. Let me get back to you on that one.
Have you been told by Pat or by anyone else, this is what you got to do before we can put you in there full time? Do you know what you have to work on before you can get in there?
No, that's never the issue at hand. As I'm a rookie coming in. Dan's been here a lot longer than me. He knows he's been in the game longer than me at this level. So that's really all it is to it. Just got to continue to work. I like being able to work with Dan. He teaches me different things. So just being able to sit back and watch him and learn from him is a big plus.
Broderick, what would be your reaction if they decided to go back to Dan at tackle?
I don't know, reaction. It's the same as always. Continue to get better. That's always my mindset.
Mike Tomlin has talked about growth and development. How do you feel you have grown and developed as a player since maybe looking back to Latrobe?
I feel like I've grown a lot, in a lot of different areas. I feel like it's been a big plus for me being able to be with the Steelers and the coaching staff that we have, and the players that I'm around, like Dan, Chooks, Isaac, those guys. It's really it helps me play at a different level because these guys have been in the league for so long. Playing next to Isaac, you can't be a slouch because when he was in Philly, it was this way and that way. It was always set. So just being able to play next to him and see how he goes about his day is a big plus for me.
Two more. What's it like playing next to Isaac when he's on the line? He's a guy that seems he has a lot of experience. What's he talking to you throughout a game, and how is he helping you play?
The crazy part about Isaac is he'll talk to you, but he won't overcomplicate things. So it's he'll let you know what's going on, but he won't say too much to where you'll overthink. So that's what I like.
Is he the kind of guy that when he says something, you take it seriously because he maybe doesn't?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, and he's been doing it for so long, so you gotta, he knows what he's doing. He won't tell you nothing wrong. So, I just take it with a grain of salt and just try and continue to be better.